honor of Women's History Month, here are moments when Marilyn Monroe made true world history. At the young age of 18, Marilyn was serving for World War II, making the first ever drones known to mankind and spraying fire-resistant spray on explosives, saving lives of men at war. In 1954, Marilyn Monroe performed to over 100,000 troops after the Korean War in 30 degrees Celsius and donated to the injured. Marilyn Monroe was one of the first to openly be an advocate for equal and civil rights. Although many women opened their own production companies, Marilyn Monroe was the second woman to successfully open her own. That's why she never received an Oscar for her daring move. She was the first woman in history to expose Hollywood predators. In 1999, she was voted by the world the most sexiest woman of the 20th century. She was the inspiration for the characteristics of the blonde hair, red lips, and blue eyes for the first ever Barbie doll. She invented the walk that models use, and in her days it was called the Monroe Walk, and magazines would teach you how to walk like her. She influenced women to wear jeans for fashion, when jeans were originally seen as working pants for men and women in construction. She donated hundreds of millions to charity for orphanages, the poor, disabled, and everything. She met Queen Elizabeth II in a low-cut dress, which is against the rules, and the Queen fangirled over her and invited her to tea and watched all her films. But Marilyn was too busy making a movie and sadly rejected the offer. She was called on magazines and newspapers the woman who invented glamour. She's still considered the second most photographed person to ever exist. She was an ally for the LGBTQ+ community. Marilyn has many streets named after her. She was called the Beauty Blueprint and would tell you how to have her natural measurements. She was one of the first to openly speak up about sexual abuse, which she dealt with as a child. She was called that girl, which means it girl in today's time. She's declared as the most legendary blonde in history. She started the kick to a worldwide soccer game. She was the first ever woman to become Grand Marshal of the Miss America beauty pageant. She owned a key to Warner Brothers studio. She created the longest walk in her movie Niagara, which was 116 feet. She has her handprints and feet prints in the Grauman's Chinese Theater, with a star on the Walk of Fame, which was given to her by the public. She was a Jew and was openly supporting her beliefs. She was a talented actress who won 3 Golden Globe Awards, including many other kinds of awards and achievements. She opened the Time Building for Time magazine. She performed the most legendary movie scene in film history, which was her subway grate scene that over 7,000 people came at 2 a.m. to witness. She wore the first ever fully nude dress when she performed to JFK on his birthday in front of 15,000 people. She created a hairstyle, which is still popular, called the Undone Marilyn Bob. If you think this is all her accomplishments, then look at my first pinned video proving so much more. And don't forget, she wasn't your typical blonde actress. She made history.